ਇਕ ਓਂਕਾਰ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਿਵਾਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀਓ, ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਹੋਈ ਫਤਿਹ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Today's topic is ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਬਾਣੀ ਸੁਖਮਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ। But from the Sukhmani Sahib Bani, we are going to dedicate the translation, the vichar, to a Puran Purakh. A Purakh, a being who is complete in all respect. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Sadh Sangat Ji, today's month is very celebrative. The whole world is celebrating in one way or the other. The shopping centers, they have sales on. People are buying gifts and presents for each other. As far as Sikh Dharam is concerned, this month is very, very significant, where we need to remember our history to educate ourselves. In fact, we ought to remember our history every day, all the time. This is a special month where on 22nd of December, the Sahibzade, Baba Zorawar Singh and Baba Fateh Singh, they became martyr in the Fatehgarh Sahib. They were bricked alive because they refused to accept Islam. They refused to embrace Islam, and they stood up for the freedom of faith, human rights. They sacrificed their lives. What were their ages? You will be surprised. 9 and 7-year-old. They had so much soji, so much wisdom, so much determination that nothing could tempt them. Nothing can lure them to move them away from the Khalsa Panth. Their older brothers, aged 17 and 15, Baba Ajit Singh Ji and Baba Jujhar Singh Ji, they became martyr on 26th of December. On 26th of December, they became the martyr in the Battle of Chamkaur, where they were fighting one against 125,000 enemy. Isn't that amazing? It was sheer cold. December in India, in this country we have central heating, we have very comfortable life, cars are air conditioned. In India, it is sheer cold and there is not enough protection against the cold. In those times, it was so cold that Sahibzade, all the Gursikhs, Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, they stayed in Chamkaur di Gadi, a fortress which was improvised to fight against so many thousand enemies. The proportion there was 1.25 lakh se ek ladaun, tabe Gobind Singh naam kahan. One Gursikh was fighting against 125,000 evil. Sadh Sangat Ji, we can't forget those days. We need to remember our history. We need to get inspired. Today, we are not standing in the battlefield where we have to give away our life. Today, we are standing in the battlefield of Maya, where Maya stronghold is so wicked that we are forgetting about what our gurus were about, what our gurus were expecting us to do. So let's connect to the Gurbani Vichar today. It is Sukhmani Sahib Gurbani Vichar, but we are going to dedicate the whole vichar and reflect how Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj and all the Gurus and all the Guru Sikhs, they followed on the Gurbani path. They became example for the whole world. They lived in bliss. They lived in Anand. Why we have to deprive ourselves when we have such a rich heritage? We have treasure of Gurbani. We have treasure and rich heritage of history. A very shining example of, how to lead this life blissfully and also make other people's life blissful. In Sukhmani Sahib Bani, we did the vichar on how to meditate and upon whom to meditate. Ab nasi prab man mein raak, manukh ki tu preet tyag. Guru Maharaj reveals in the Bani, keep the Abnasi, immortal God, in your mind. If you want to meditate upon someone, meditate upon the formless God, difficult one. Someone we can't see, someone we can't conceive. It is beyond our perception. But it manifests itself once we start practicing to meditate on the formless God. You start enjoying God's presence, Vaheguru's presence. Provided manukh ki tu preet tyag. You can only enjoy Vaheguru's presence if you forsake the love for the mortals, the human beings, the Maya around you. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he left advice for us. Because when Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj physically left this world, left his physical body, Guru Sikhs, they asked him, whom do we worship? And Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj replied, Puja Akal ki. Akal means who is beyond the time. If you want to worship, if you want to get any sport, take sport from the immortal Vaheguru. Because not only immortal Vaheguru is going to help you in this life, is also going to be your helper in the next life. Because in the next life, none of your relatives, the people you love, are going to be with you. Beautiful concept. Parcha Shabad Ka. If you want any advice, the Gurbani is words of the immortal Lord. Seek advice from the Gurbani. Didar Khalse Ka. Very important. Keep the company of those who are connected to Akal Purakh Vaheguru, who are Khalsas, who are pure ones, whose ambition in life is to unite with Akal Purakh Vaheguru. They are Khalsas. Today's society, one can really distract himself or herself from the true path. So we've got to be very, very watchful. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he has been referred to as the true emperor. Haq Andesh Guru Gobind Singh, Badshah Darwesh Guru Gobind Singh. Guru Gobind Singh knew all the secrets of Akal Purakh Vaheguru. He was one with Akal Purakh Vaheguru. Badshah, he was an emperor. Darwesh, he was the super spiritual person. Badshah Darwesh Guru Gobind Singh. These are the wording of Bhai Nandlal Ji, who used to be one of the poets in Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj's Darbar. Let's reflect upon Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji's life. Let's look at the timeline. Guru Gobind Singh Ji was born in 1666 to Mata Gujri Ji and Dhan Dhan Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, who was the ninth Sikh Guru. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj was born in a town called Patna, which is in Bihar state. At the age of 9, Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj became the Guru. He became the 10th Sikh Guru, and he was delegated with the responsibility of leading the whole Khalsa Panth. Just imagine, 9-year-old. That's very, very young. But Satsangat ji, in Sikh Dharam, it has been proven that a child of 4-year-old can also be so wise, so powerful, can lead the whole humanity. Super example is Dhan Dhan Guru Harkrishan Sahib Maharaj, who became the Guru at the age of 4.5-year-old. Now, 4.5-year-old child doesn't have enough wisdom. But if Vaheguru wishes so, Vaheguru can infuse power in a little child. Little child can be a guiding force. Little child can be empowered to lead the whole humanity. And it has happened. At the age of 33, Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj founded the Khalsa Panth on the day of Vaisakhi in 1699. At the age of 39, Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj completes Guru Granth Sahib Maharaj. The first version was composed by the 5th Guru, Dhan Dhan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, and the final shape was given by Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj in 1705. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj included the Bani of Dhan Dhan Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj and gave the final form to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. At the age of 42, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj now instructs the Sikhs. He passes his order that from now on, after me, there won't be any human Guru. Guru will be Dhan Dhan Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. And Dhan Dhan Guru Granth Sahib Ji's Bani is the Bani of the immortal Lord. Abnasi tu man mein raakh, manukh ki tu preet tyag. This is Akal Purakh's Bani. If you want to seek any guidance, you want to seek any advice, pray to Dhan Dhan Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, and Dhan Dhan Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj will give you the reply in the form of Hukamnama. And I have tried in my life many times. Whatever I wish I have in my mind, I pray to Satguru and I get the answer. I do not have to rely on any human beings or take any advice from anyone. You don't have to. Because Akal Purakh Vaheguru, who is the creator of the universe, is talking to you, is giving you the advice. Who can be more wise than Akal Purakh Vaheguru? Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj passed on the Guruship to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, the Shabad Guru. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is referred to as Sacha Padshah, the true emperor. Also Dashmesh Pita, the 10th emperor and father. Kalki Tar Padshah. Kalgi is the royal plume which is put on the turban. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he used to dress up like royal. He used to behave like royal. He used to act like royal. And same royalty was passed on to the Gursikhs like us. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is also referred to as Bajanwala. Baj means hawk. Hawk again is sign of royalty. Only royal people who were kings and emperors, they used to keep the hawk. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj kept everything. which was prohibited in those times, because it was a Mughal empire at the time. Anyone who was non-Muslim was not supposed to wear the turban, was not supposed to ride the horse, was not supposed to wear the plume, was not supposed to keep weapons. So Saad Sangat Ji, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj challenged the kingdom of the time and said, everyone who is created by God has right and honor to dress up like royal. Human rights, equality. That is what Guru Gobind Singh Ji stood for, and that is what exactly all the Gurus stood for. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is also referred to as Sarbans Dani. Sarbans means family. Dani means to donate. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj donated all his family. Saad Sangat Ji, at the age of 9, he tells his father, go and sacrifice your life so that Hindu faith can be protected. We're going to cover that later on. He sacrificed his 4 sons, very young. His mother. Saad Sangat Ji, it's not easy. In real life, when you come across some people, they lose their one family member and they do not recover all their life. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he addressed to Akal Purakh Waheguru and said, Waheguru, you have given me all the family. You have given me all the resources. And I'm going to use the family and all the resources to serve you. What you gave me is there to serve you. And that is the mentality we should have. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is also referred to as Mahabali. Maha means great. Bali means warrior. The great warrior, invincible. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj has composed a Bani called Bachittar Natak. Natak means drama and Bachittar means fascinating. The fascinating drama. Now, Bachittar Natak composition contains the hymns and sermons of Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, what he did in his previous life. Now, this is unheard of. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji just reveals the fact where he was before he was born into this world, just for our education. Guru Maharaj reveals, अब मैं अपनी कथा बखानो तप सादत जहाँ विद मोहे आनो हेम कुंट पर्वत है जहाँ सपत श्रृंग शोभित है तहाँ. Guru Maharaj reveals that I'm going to tell you my biography, the autobiography. How I was asked to come into this world. I was in meditation in a place called Hem Kunt. Hem means ice, Kunt means the well. It was all surrounded by the ice, and there were 7 mountain peaks. Sapat, Sring, Sobit hai taha. Sapat means 7, Sring means the mountain peaks. Sobit means look gorgeous. The place where I did the bhakti is called Hem Kunt, the well of ice. And in that place, the 7 mountain peaks looked gorgeous. ਇਹ ਵਿਦ ਕਰਤ ਤਪੱਸਿਆ ਭਇਓ ਦ્વੈਤੇ ਏਕ ਰੂਪ ਹੋਏ ਗਇਓ. Now Guru Maharaj reveals that I did so much meditation that I realized Akal Purakh Waheguru and became one with Akal Purakh Waheguru. And that is exactly what we are here for. Guru Maharaj reveals that make your family, make your parvar as the Hemkund Parbat. In your family, you have to find the way to meditate on the immortal Lord. How? You might ask, how is it possible to meditate on Akal Purakh Vaheguru? Sometimes, you are in the family, someone says something, you are disturbed, you are upset. How you can do that? Gurbani teaches us the way. Gurbani provides us the strength, the tolerance, so we can withstand the bad effect of Maya. In fact, we become a catalyst, whereby we live in the Maya, we are not affected by Maya. In fact, we can affect other people in a positive way. Now, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj reveals that I became one with Akal Purakh Vaheguru. Now, Sat Sangat Ji, when you become one with Vaheguru, it is such an amazing experience. Now, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, just imagine, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is in a place which is secluded. No one has access to that place. Only recently, Gursikhs have found that place, and a lot of Gursikhs now go and visit Hemkund Sahib. And journey is quite pleasant. It is hard, but it is very enjoyable if you can do that. There, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj was not worshipping a human being. Let us make it very clear. There was no human being. He was worshipping immortal God. Abanasi Prabh Manmay Raag. Mahanuk Kitu Preet Tyag. Now there is a great lesson there. People try to find solace in human beings. They have peace of mind when they see other human beings. People are looking for company. What if you don't have company? What if the company you have, you lose it? That is why it is so important to have this relationship building with immortal God. Now, Guru Maharaj reveals, Tat Mat Mur Alakh Arada. Tat means father, Mat means mother. My father and mother also meditated upon Alakh, unseen Akal Purakh Vaheguru, invisible Akal Purakh Vaheguru. And who is the father? Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, and mother is Mata Gujri Ji. Now that is happening on the earth in Patna. Tat Mat Mur Alakh Arada Bohbid Jog Sadhana Sada. And they meditated Akal Purakh Vaheguru, invisible Vaheguru, formless Vaheguru in many ways. Tin jo kari alakh ki seva, taate paye prasann Gurdeva. Guru Maharaj reveals, my father and mother, they also meditated upon formless Vaheguru, and Akal Purakh Vaheguru was very pleased. Prasann means pleased. Tin prabh jab ayas mohe diya, tab hum janam kalu mein liya. Now, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj and Mata Gujri Ji, they prayed to Akal Purakh Vaheguru that there is so much crime, so much cruelty in this world. We need a son who can deal with the evil. Because Akal Purakh Vaheguru now has listened to their ardas, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj saying that Akal Purakh Vaheguru sent him to this world. But important thing is, after the birth of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he still maintains that relationship with Akal Purakh Vaheguru, formless Vaheguru. He doesn't go and start worshipping a Baba, or a human being. Tan Tan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj's role model is formless God. So, sorry, I'm trying to reiterate, but it is very important to understand the concept. Guru Maharaj in Benti Chopri Bani reveals, Aad Ant Ekay Avatara Soi Guru Samjho Hamara. Someone asked him, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, who is your Guru? Now, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj could have said, my Guru is my father, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj. But he didn't say that. In fact, all the Guru Maharaj, they said, our Guru is that immortal Lord. That exactly Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj said in Benti Chaupai Bani, Aad Ant Ekay Avatara, right from the beginning to the end of the creation, the one who is going to stay, who is immortal, is my Guru. Soi Guru Samjheo Hamara. Understand that Akal Purkh Vaheguru is my Guru. So again, there is a lesson. I hope message is becoming clear. Now, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj further reveals, expands why he was born in this Kal Yug. Yahi kaj tara ham janmang, samajh leo sadhu sab manmang, धर्म चलावन संत उभारन दुष्ट सबन को मूल उपारन. Oh holy people, understand this. The very reason I was born on this earth was to start the Khalsa Panth, Dharam Chalavan. So people could follow the righteous path, the true path, as established by Akal Purkh Vaheguru. Sant Ubharan, I'm here to protect the saints. Dost Saban ko mool uparan, and Akal Purkh Vaheguru has sent me here to uproot the evil from the world. Now everyone treats Tan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj as Vaheguru, as God. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj makes it absolutely clear. जो हमको परमेश्वर उचर हैं, ते सब नरक कुंड में पर हैं. Those who call me or acknowledge me as God, they will all fall into the hell. Again, it's so clear that Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj never wanted anyone to worship his picture, photograph, or statue. Not at all. Abnasi prabh man mein raakh, manukh ki tu preet tyag. Now Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj was asked, so who are you? Guru and Vaheguru is same. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj replied, Moko das tavan ka jano. Consider me a servant of Akal Purkh Vaheguru. Ya main bhed na ranch pachano. Don't even doubt this statement. मैं हूं परम पुरख को दासा, देखन आयो जगत तमाशा. I'm just the servant of that supreme being, Param Purakh. Param means supreme, Purakh means being. I'm servant of that Akal Purakh, the supreme being. I have come to this world to enjoy the drama. How many of us actually agree with that? How many of us actually treat this world as a drama? For me, I think this world is so real. There is a pain, there is suffering, there is happiness. People are so engrossed in the Maya, they are fighting with each other. It looks like, real game. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji reveals it's a drama, absolute drama. But Satsanga Ji, let me tell you something. Once you start doing vichar, and you rise above all these, strifes, arguments, you just laugh. Things that would bother you last year, once you have got the Gyan, you will just laugh away. Because you understand everything that is happening in Vaheguru's Hukam. And we cannot even change little bit. It's a drama. It's preset. Vaheguru is director. Only power we have is to pray. Sahib seti hukam na challa, kahi bane ardas. That's the only thing we can do. So let's sum up now. Lesson so far is make meditation and Simran of the formless Vaheguru. Let me say it again. Formless Vaheguru. Abnasi Prabhu Manmay Rakh. As essential part of your routine and life. I was talking to, one young person. His father was Pradhan of the Gurdwara. And I assumed that person who is Pradhan of the Gurdwara, his children will be doing at least Nitnem Diya Baniya, at least Japji Sahib Bani, or maybe at least Mool Mantra Bani. When I asked him, because he asked me for advice, and I don't give advice to anyone unless I'm being asked. That's what I've learned in my life. Only those who are hungry, who are thirsty, you give them advice. Only those who are thirsty, you give them drink. So he said, I'm having a lot of problems in my life. I said, okay, you're doing Nitnem Baniya. He said, no, I'm not doing Nitnem Baniya. I don't recite any Gurbani. I said, okay, come on, you're quite young. Maybe you're reciting Japji Sahib Bani in the morning. No, I'm not doing that either. Okay. Maybe you're doing Mool Mantra Bani. No, I'm not doing that either. So what are you doing? I hope your parents have told you what you are here for. You are here to have that relationship with formless Vaheguru. That should be part of your routine. He said, no one has told me. So Satsangaji, whose fault it is? If father is drinking in the house, how you can enforce and practice Guru Maharaj's Rahat Maryada, code of conduct in the house? If father is cheating, how family can practice the truth? It's shameful. We have to wake up to the reality. How we can say, Gobind Milan ki hai teri bariya, this is the chance to meet Akal Purakh Vaheguru, and we are doing everything which we shouldn't be doing. We're going wrong somewhere. Somewhere we're going wrong. Let's be clear. We are here to establish relationship with Akal Purakh Vaheguru, who is formless. So that when we leave our body, when the soul leaves the body, that relationship helps us to be blissful in the next life. Abnasi Prabhu Manmay Rakh Manuk ki tu preet tyag. Tiste pare nahi kich koy. Sarab nirantar eko soy. One thing I want to share with you, and it is very, very important. Say you adore a person. You like a person. That person is your role model. You have picture or photo of that person in your bedroom. Yeah, great. He was an amazing warrior. When you adore human beings, Manuk Kitu Pritya, Guru Maharaj says, don't adore human beings. It can be your family. It can be your wife, husband, child. Because if you adore someone, it is very natural. You can never rise above the spiritual level the other person was at. I hope that is clear. If you adore a human being, you can never rise above the spiritual level of that person, which means you can never meet Vaheguru if that person hasn't. That is why it's so important to see Vaheguru in everyone, respect everyone, but have your relationship with Akal Purakh Vaheguru. What are the signs of spirituality? A lot of people, lot of youth, they have this serious question. We have seen so many people who look spiritual. Their dress is like a Gursikh, but they are so bitter. So that is why we don't want to come into Sikhi. We don't want to be like them. Now, this is a serious problem. We need to understand. As parents, as elders, we need to understand why youth is now running away from Sikhi. Because we have failed to become role models for the youth. Now, youth are saying, when I look at this person, he's Amritdhari, he looks so spiritual, he goes to the Gurdwara, wakes up 2 o'clock in the morning, but his conduct is absolutely rubbish. He is bitter. Whenever he talks bitter. He's not truthful, he's a fraud. Satsangaji, what is happening here? We need to wake up. We need to have that responsibility, understand our responsibility of practicing Guru's teaching and become role models for others. So we do not have to say to our children that follow Guru's path. Because we are following Guru's path, they will automatically follow it. That is the state we want to get to. A spiritual person will always be kind, truthful, soft-spoken, selfless, very tolerant, and absolutely detached. That is exactly what Guru Gobind Singh Ji was. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj glorified all his Gursikhs and said, Khalsa mero roop hai khas. If Khalsa follows the code of conduct of Akal Purakh Waheguru, if Khalsa follows the Rahat Maryada code of conduct of Akal Purakh Waheguru, he will become like Khalsa. He will become like immortal Lord. Khalsa mero roop hai khas, Khalse mein ho karo nivas. Satsangaji, there are a lot of questions which I'll try and answer. I'm not perfect, but whatever I have understood, I'll try my best to answer. A lot of questions from youth saying, which is the best time to do Simran? Amrit Vela Sach Now, Vadiyai Vichar. Amrit Vela. Amrit Vela is the Vela when your soul is awake. Mrit means dead. Amrit means awake and alive. When your mind is awake, alert, and you are connected to Akal Purakh Waheguru, that becomes Amrit Vela. The ideal time when the nature helps you is between 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning, the second pair of the day. That is why that time is very, very significant. If you can wake up, do Simran for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, half an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, fantastic. How long for I should do Simran? Answer is, do for 1 minute. Ek kadi, Kabir, ek kadi, Adi kari, Adi hute ad, Bhagtan seti goste, jo kino so labh. You can start off Simran just for 1 minute. But if you do with love and faith, you will become addicted. You understand addiction? You love that Simran. If you eat something you like, you get addicted. You carry on eating it. If you get addicted to Simran, if your Simran is from true heart, you can't stop it. It amplifies. It becomes part of your life. And remember, Simran is not just chanting. Simran means you are remembering the formless Waheguru, and character of formless Waheguru becomes you, and you become him. Satguru ki Bani Sat Swarup hai. Gurbani Baniya. You become the Gurbani. Gurbani is truth. Gurbani is immortal. Gurbani is contentment. Gurbani is compassion. And you become that. It is called character forming. When you do Simran, you are changing your character so that your character now is like Akal Purakh Waheguru, like formless God, like our gurus, full of compassion, tolerance, truth. Isn't that amazing? When people do Simran, all their life, their character doesn't change. Their behavior doesn't change. They are still bitter. Well, Gurbani says, maybe some souls who are very pure, it takes very little effort to be one with the Akal Purakh Waheguru. Some souls, they may have to be reborn, go into reincarnation many times. Once you are one with the Akal Purakh Waheguru, Guru Maharaj reveals, then you can communicate. Like Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj becomes one with the Akal Purakh Waheguru and then does this ardas. Thand peo मैं जोर कर बचन कहाँ सिर न्याय पंथ चले तब जगत में जब तुम करो सहाय. When Akal Purakh Waheguru said to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, you go on the earth to uproot the evil, save the saints, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj said, I folded my hand in front of Akal Purakh Waheguru, formless God, and said to Akal Purakh Waheguru, only if you help me, if you empower me, I can start the Khalsa Panth. Panth chale tab jagat mein, jab tum karo sahai. And Akal Purakh Waheguru said to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, now this is a communication with Akal Purakh Waheguru. मैं अपना सुत तोहे निवाजा. I will cherish you like my own son. Sut means son. मैं अपना सुत तोहे निवाजा पंथ प्रचुर करबे को साजा. And I'm sending you as my son on the earth to start the Khalsa Panth, to establish the Khalsa Panth. जाहे तहां ते धर्म चलाए कुबुद्ध करन ते लोग हटाए. Guru Gobind Singh, go there and stop people from doing the evil acts. This is your responsibility and I'm going to empower you. Now in that state of mind, Sat Sangat Ji, when you are one with the Akal Purakh Waheguru, you are able to communicate. And in Bachittar Natak, Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj has composed and revealed all his conversation with Akal Purakh Waheguru. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj was born in the town of Patna in Bihar state. Now this is amazing. Now Guru Gobind Singh Ji is born and there is a Muslim fakir, Peer Bhikhan Shah, who is doing his namaz, his prayer early in the morning. When Muslims, they do their prayer, they face the west. वो पश्चिम वाल मुंह करके अपनी नमाज पढ़ते. That day, when Bhikhan Shah, he was doing his prayer, something he could sense. He said, there is a very, very spiritual soul that has arrived on this earth. Instead of bowing to the west, he bowed to the east. And all his disciples, they were absolutely shocked. They said, what is happening here? Peer Sahab, normally you bow toward the west. Today you are bowing towards the east. What's going on? Are you forsaking Islam? What is happening here? And Peer Bhikhan Shah, he said, no. Today I can sense a very, very Holy Spirit has arrived on the earth. Peer Bhikhan Shah, he could sense it with his powers, with his spirituality. So he walked to Patna for the darshan of child Guru, Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. His childhood name was Gobind Rai. Bhikhan Shah, he is seeking permission to have darshan of child Gobind Rai. Mata Gujri Ji, Guru Gobind Rai Ji's Mama Ji, Kirpal Chand Ji, they refused Bhikhan Shah to go near Guru Gobind Singh Ji. But Bhikhan Shah, he said, I'm not going to harm anyone. I'm genuinely here to have darshan of Gobind Rai. Satsangat ji, when Bhikhan Shah went in, he had a desire in his mind. He placed 2 cups, one held in his right hand, one held in his left hand. And he placed both the cups in front of child Gobind Rai ji. And Guru Gobind Rai ji, he lifted both of his hands and placed on both the cups. And Bhikhan Shah, he bowed to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj and revealed what was in his mind. When all his chele, all his disciples asked him, we can't understand this game. What is happening here? And Bhikhan Shah replied, I could sense Guru Gobind Rai Ji's soul is very, very holy, but I wanted to find out whether he was going to favor Muslims or Hindus. And what I had in my mind was, if he touched the cup on my right hand side, he will favor Hindus. If he touched the cup on my left hand side, he would favor Muslims. But by placing his hands on both the cups, he has affirmed that Guru Gobind Singh Ji is equal for everyone. Sat Sangat Ji, there is a ice which is solidified form of water. Ice has very little degree of freedom. It can't move much. You can maybe lift the ice block from one place and put it on other place. When ice becomes water, then it can move more. It has more freedom to move. But Sat Sangat Ji, when water becomes steam or vapors, then it can fly anywhere. I hope you understand. Human beings are like ice block, very little freedom. And on the ice block, everyone can make a claim. This is mine. When it becomes water, it is the intermediate stage between human being and union with Vaheguru. Then there is more freedom. And people can still claim that this is my water. And you look at different countries, they have their own rivers, own ocean. There's a Gulf, there's an Indian Ocean, there's so many oceans. People can divide the water. But when water becomes vapor, no one has any claim. All our gurus, they were like vapors. No one could make a claim he is our guru. Dhan Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, when he left his physical body, Hindus were claiming he was their guru. Muslims were claiming he was their peer. Because Guru Nanak Dev Ji was common for everyone. He was like a vapor. No one could make definite claim. And vapor can fly anywhere. There is infinite degree of freedom. And that is exactly a spiritual person is. A spiritual person belongs to everyone. And not disproportionate, belongs to everyone equally. That is the beauty. So Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he was guru of the whole humanity. Not just people who actually understood, who followed him. When the world is going to understand the message of Gurbani, is going to wake up to the reality. Although there were so many faiths prevalent at that time, there was Christianity, there was Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism. But Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he composed Guru Granth Sahib. The reason being, all the religious scriptures of the other faiths, they are written by the disciples. It's a word of mouth. For example, Muhammad Saab, when he uttered the holy sermons, they were written on the leaves. Some people remembered those words. And when Quran was put together, people just remembered what Muhammad Saab said. And it was put together by disciples. Similarly, Bible. There is an Old Testament, there is New Testament. It was put together by the disciples. And so on, the other religious scriptures. But Dhan Dhan Guru Granth Sahib Maharaj, the Gurbani, the sermons of Guru Granth Sahib Maharaj, they were put together by the Gurus themselves. Because this is your spiritual connection with Akal Purakh Waheguru. Only if you are connected, you are able to express that feeling which is contained in the sermons. Now, Sat Sangat Ji, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he is for everyone. At the age of 9, the Hindu Pandits, they came rushing to Dhan Dhan Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, his father. The very reason they came to Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, remember, they are Hindus. They belong to Hindu faith. They could have gone to some Hindu spiritual person. They could have gone to their god and goddesses. They tried everything. But they could not stop Aurangzeb from converting them into Islam. It is so mentioned in the history. The Pandits of Kashmir, they went to the temple. They prayed to the goddess. And they heard voice saying, I can't save you from Aurangzeb. The only one who can save you is Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. His 9th embodiment, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, who lives in Anandpur Sahib. Go to him, he can save you. All the Kashmiri Pandits, they come to Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, and Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj knows everything. He is in deep thought. Guru Gobind Rai, 9-year-old child, he comes to his father and asks him, Pidaji, why you are in such a deep thought? What are you thinking? And his father, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, says, the only way to save Hindu faith is for a holy person to sacrifice his life. And Guru Gobind Rai, he replied, at the age of 9, remember, 9-year-old, 9-year-old child never wants to separate from his father. He is so emotionally attached. But Guru Gobind Rai Ji, who is completely detached, says to his father, who can be more holier than you? Father, go and help them. As I said before, spiritual people, they treat everyone the same. Hindus, Muslims, Christians, everyone is creation of the same God. Now, Sat Sangat Ji, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj gives the supreme sacrifice in Delhi, in a place called Chandni Chowk, where Shees Ganj Sahib Gurdwara stands today in remembrance of that supreme sacrifice. Aurangzeb, he was so cruel. He was so adamant for people to come into Islam that he ordered that anyone who rejects Islam should be murdered. He placed 3 conditions to Dhan Dhan Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj. As you have heard before, through the Sakhiyan and the history and through the internet, become Muslim, will let you off. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj replied, forcing anyone to become something is not acceptable by Waheguru. To scare someone is not accepted by Akal Purakh Waheguru. To be afraid of someone, on the other hand, is not also in God's book. So either way, you will lose your life. You won't be acceptable by Waheguru. Second condition, show us a miracle. If you are a spiritual person, show us a miracle. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Maharaj replied, showing miracle, spiritual powers, is against Waheguru's will. Holy people, they shy away from such acts. Natak chetak kiye kukaja, prab logon ka avat laja. This is wording of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. What is the third condition? Guru Tegh Bahadur Maharaj said, tell me the third condition. He was told by the Jalaluddin, who was the person appointed to assassinate Guru Tegh Bahadur Maharaj, that if you don't accept the first two conditions, we'll behead you. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Maharaj said, you go ahead and behead me, you will see the miracle. And Sat Sangat Ji, that miracle is Khalsa Panth. Aurangzeb wanted to merge two faiths into one, Hinduism and Islam into one. But because of Guru Tegh Bahadur Maharaj's sacrifice, there was a third panth, third faith, Khalsa Panth, which was started. And Macauliffe has rightly written in his book, self-sacrifice is the biggest miracle, out of other miracles grow. Macauliffe went to Chandni Chowk in Delhi. He heard this voice, early hours in the morning, self-sacrifice is the biggest miracle, out of which other miracles grow. So Sat Sangat Ji, we have to pay our respect, offer our body, tan, man, tan, to that Guru, who has given us the wisdom, shown us the path to Akal Purkh Waheguru. Even if we give our all belongings, our body, soul, and wealth to the Guru, still it is the best deal. People are looking for the best deal. They are looking on the internet for the offers, the sales, the best deals. The ever best deal could be if we can offer our body and soul and wealth to the Guru and we unite with the Akal Purkh Waheguru, there can't be any better deal than that. Tan man tan, sab sop gur ko, hukum maniya paiya. If we follow Guru's hukum, we don't have to hesitate. Then we will realize Akal Purkh Waheguru. For the very purpose we are here in this life. Bhulan chukan di maafi. प्यार ना फतेह सांझी करनी जी। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।